Hello, ladies. Today I want to share with you insights of Rabbi Nisim Yegin of blessed memory. Um, in Mishle, it says, "To the wise, the way of life leads upward, that he may depart from Sheol beneath." What is this teaching us essentially? The main theme of today's session is if we don't go up, we go down. In other words, if I'm not ascending spiritually in a consistent way, I'm bound to go down. In other words, just like we know that we need the refrigerator to be full, Baruch Hashem, most of us don't need that. May we never need um, uh, to know what does starving mean. What does the word starving? When we say, "Oh, I'm starving," it really means I don't really want anything I have in the house. But I'm still hungry. So what does it really mean? In other words, one must aspire to consistently rise higher. Just like my body needs to be nourished consistently, if I miss a meal, I'm very, very hungry. The more we delay our spiritual advancement, the longer we wait not to learn in a consistent way and not to grow spiritually, unfortunately it's harder and harder and harder to go back on track. What does it mean to rise higher spiritually? To cling to Hashem, to learn His Torah in a consistent way, not to go to a class only once a month or to an event, a challah event, a bracha event, or a for shleim event, or a Torah class. That's not so consistent. More so learning in a meaningful way, a weekly class, a daily book maybe one is reading or learning with someone. It's definitely a lot more consistent. How can we understand more what does it mean to grow spiritually? Everything that we have in this physical world is a mashal to the spiritual world. So physically, let's say a newborn baby needs to be weighed. Obviously, when the baby is born, it's consistently weighed to make sure that the baby's gaining weight in a healthy way. And the mother is consistently bringing the baby to the doctor to make sure that the baby's growing, the baby's being nourished sufficiently. And if the baby, chas v'shalom, is not gaining weight every month or every week, however often the mother's bringing the baby to the doctor, if the baby's not gaining weight, then the situation, unfortunately, God forbid, becomes critical. The baby really needs to gain weight, and it's really a difficult situation. In the same way, we can understand our spirituality. If we're not growing spiritually in a consistent way, we feel so deprived from our connection to Hashem. Why? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu blew Himself into us. The Zohar teaches us this. The HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem, our Creator, blew a part of Himself into us. So here we are, walking around we have a spirituality inside of us that we can actualize, that we can hope to embrace and help it blossom into our own beings. This is the part of us that we hope to shine and bring forth into the world. However, it is also a choice. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem, our Creator, is there to help us grow. The essential thing, and Rabbi Shalom Arush teaches us this very clearly, the essential thing to do is to want. If you're going to want something, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will meet you there and it will help you so much more. It will give you the elevator up. All you have to do is press the button. All you have to do is want to go to that level. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu will elevate you, will help you. B'ezrat Hashem. So please don't feel that you are alone in this. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is here to help. In Gemara it says that Hashem weighs man every day to see if he has gained weight. if he has improved spiritually. The Gemara says, and it explains that man is being judged every day. Every day we're judged. Every day we're weighed to make sure, have we grown? Have we repented? Have we done teshuvah? Have we changed? Every single day, Hashem is there weighing us to make sure, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu cares about us so much, just like the mother cares about the baby. Make sure, I need to make sure you're growing. Are you growing? And we're responsible to grow. We're responsible to rise higher, to overcome our negative character traits, to overcome our negative tendencies. What is an example? I'm just going to give you a few examples of what a person can work on. Let's say if a person has a very difficult time with Lashon Hara, with negative speech, and consistently, it's a really big problem, but the person really wants, and this is the wanting part, really wants to change and really wants to speak differently in a positive way. Maybe between 5 and 6 o'clock, this person only speaks in a positive way. And maybe after a week or so, or after 2 weeks or so, makes it between 5 and 7. In other words, increases the amount. Another one is making a bracha, making a blessing with me in a meaningful way. What does that blessing mean to you? Another way we can do is, when we pass the mezuzah, the blessing on the doors, every single time we kiss it, we can say, I want to make shalom in all my relationships. It could be your children, it could be your parents, it could be your husband, it could be your co-workers, or a difficult relative that you consistently have to see. And you could say, Hashem, for you, I'm going to sacrifice my personal feelings or my resentment. I'm going to let it go, and I'm going to choose shalom instead. So these are some practical suggestions that we can do in order to grow spiritually in a consistent way. B'ezrat Hashem, may we grow spiritually in a meaningful, consistent way in order to bring Hashem, our Creator, happiness, and help him to be proud of us. Have a wonderful day.